Hey guys, Crispy here. So just continuing on with our series, and today I'll be taking a look at a figure from a different range other than orcs. This guy is called Mamon. I've mentioned him in my previous video. So this guy, he's basically a deathguard demon prince. He's a forgeworld model. And I think he's a pretty cool model. He does have a few issues though, mainly because I think that there was some typos when forgeworld were putting this guy together, and the typos are mainly around this tainted keyword. And the reason being is that there's nothing with the tainted faction keyword, including Mamon now since the new FAQ. They replaced the tainted with deathguard, so now this ability, which they didn't bother to actually update, doesn't affect him. So that's a little bit disappointing. But anyway, let's dig into Mamon himself. As you can see here, he has a very decent stat line. So you're looking at Strength 6, Toughness 7, hitting on 3s in combat, Ballistic Skill 3+. That's not very important because the only gun he has hits automatically, so it doesn't matter about the Ballistic Skill. 8 wounds, which is cool because he's a character, you can hide this guy behind people. 5 attacks, leadership 9, and a 5+ save. That's a little bit weak, but that doesn't matter anyway. We've got the 5+ invulnerable. As you can see here, he's got his pistol. So the pistol is pretty cool. It's just wounds on 2s unless you're a vehicle, then 6+. Hits automatically, 2d3 shots, and I think the strength doesn't matter, so just 1 damage, -2. So it's a nice little bonus. I haven't actually really gotten a chance to use many pistols in combat because generally the person who has a pistol is dead. So it'll be nice if this guy lives long enough to use that pistol. This Postulant Stomp seems very cool, especially against Terminators. So obviously it's going to be Strength 8, -3 and doing D3 damage, but against anything with the infantry keyword you just do an additional 3 damage. So super good against a lot of them characters, Terminators, all that sort of stuff. So I'd definitely be going straight to the Postulant Stomp if I'm up against multi-wound models. And then the Fist of Decay, I would like to try out on a vehicle. I don't know if it would actually be better than the Postulant Stomp, just because it's only -1 AP. But still, Strength 9, so you're winning most vehicles on 3s. -1, it's only 1 damage here, but then if you cause a wound on a 4+, you cause an additional D6 wounds, which seems pretty damn good to me. Then obviously he's just like any other Nurgle demon. He's got the Disgustingly Resilient. You can also summon him if you want to. As I said, I don't think this affects him anymore. I may be wrong. Maybe remembering the FAQ wrong. If this does affect him, then that's really cool. That means that he can run off by himself and support himself. But otherwise, if it doesn't, then you're going to need a regular old demon prince to give him that rerolls of 1. And these are the 5+ invulnerable save. So this is my model that I've been working on. I've only just started painting him, so this is definitely a work in progress, and as is standard now for my photography, it is pretty crap, but I think you can see where I'm going with this, trying to make him look quite grotesque rather than, I mean, a lot of models out there look grotesque, but then they've got like the really nice purples and stuff like that, and I don't really find purple that disgusting, so I'm trying to make like a raw, fleshy, pussy look, which is what I'm trying to go with this here. And I think it's sort of coming along quite nicely. Need some browns and stuff to darken it up, but as I said, just starting out. So let's take a look at some potential support characters and things for Mamon. Obviously, as I said, a regular old demon prince, which is what this picture is meant to be. So regular old demon prince lets you re-roll if you have the heretic Astartes, which Mamon now has thanks to the new Forgeworld FAQ. You can re-roll 1s to hit. It doesn't say if it's just in the fight phase or shooting phase or whatever, it's just in general. So that's going to be really good for Mamon. So if you want to throw a Demon Prince and run both of those guys up with something blocking them, I've been considering a unit of Chaos Spawn, just because they're quite tough. T5, then you got 4 wounds each. Seems pretty good, and they move pretty quick as well. So I was thinking, yeah, a bunch of maybe 4 spawns sitting in front, Mamon running up behind them with maybe a Demon Prince buffing them, but I don't know. I'll have to test out that combo before I decide to go on it, because the spawn are 33 points each, so they're quite expensive. But that's one idea that I had. Obviously, if you had a lot of Horde guys, if you're running Renegade Guard or lots of cultists, those also would be a really good choice. So yeah, so Demon Prince. Also, the Demon Prince, obviously, he would get access to the Heretic Astartes. What are they called? Like the Dark Powers. So one of those is Prescience, so you can give him +1 to hit. So Mamon's only hitting on 2s. If Mamon was near the Demon Prince, or if he still affects himself, as I said, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he does anymore, but if he does, then you'd be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So basically all hits, and then you're dishing out either Strength 8 or Strength 9, Strength 9 shots there, either doing D3 or 1 plus D6 on a 4 plus. So seems pretty good to me. And then also you've also got the warp time as well, so you can move Mamon double speed, so 10 inches ain't so bad. And then obviously other support characters, I was thinking the Chaos Sorcerer, so we've sort of gone over him. But then you've also got the Malignant Plague Caster, so he has a debuff spell, so you can make it so that people shooting at Mamon and -1 to hit. That's also another way of keeping him alive. It all depends on how you're going to run Mamon, but I think that if you're running Mamon, he's like a beat stick. You're going to send him up there. You definitely don't make him your warlord, just because he doesn't really buff anything. Obviously, because nothing has the tainted keyword. So you're definitely just taking him as being a beat stick, and that he definitely fulfills that role quite well. So yeah, you want to buff Mamon so that he's not getting shot as easily and killed. You want him to be moving sort of fast, so that's why you probably think about warp time. And then obviously the +1 to hit is always going to be really handy because he's only got 5 attacks. I know from using Gaz that when you've only got 5 attacks, you really need those to hit. So I definitely consider taking a Malignant Plague Caster and a Sorcerer. I'm considering taking 2 Malignant Casters and a Demon Prince with Wings, and then the Demon Prince with Wings is going to take the Prescience for the +1 hit, because then that way I can either buff Mamon from 18 inches away and give him the +1 hit if I need to, or I may just consider buffing some of my other units. Like I'm thinking of using the Greater Blight Drones as well, so +1 hit on those might be quite nice, especially with their 4-shot hitting on 3's gun. Suddenly it's hitting on 2s, and then if the Demon Prince is nearby, it's re-rolling 1s, so seems pretty good to me. Anyway guys, that is my review of Mamon. As I said, I think he's a fairly solid character. He's going to set you back 180 points, which I think is a bargain for what you're getting. And obviously he's a really cool model as well. So thanks for listening guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you want me to have a look at any of the other Chaos units in the index, just leave a comment below and I'll take a look at them and do a video on them. Anyway, thanks for listening guys, and I'll catch you later.